All right, there we go. Shelly, do you remember what day they said they were going to be finished with the renovations?
If I remember correctly, it was either sometime in March or April.
Okay. So we may be on even the newer side, you know. So I think everybody's coming back in. Any other questions? I'll give everybody a chance to get back on.
Tawanda, this is Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, this is not a question, but I would like to make a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
So for everyone that's traveling with Tawanda, if this is your first time traveling with her, please just, I know it's kind of hard with the unknown, but I can tell you, I've been on Tawanda trip before and she thinks of everything. You are going to have a great time. She is good at what she does.
Well, thank you, Tanya.
Well,
and guys, we just took 50 people, 50 almost women to Paris, Dubai, and Amsterdam, 3 countries in 10 days, and we didn't have but one issue. And I mean, that's unheard of. We did have some people that missed the flights. Those things happen, but it was their fault. We had somebody that didn't bring the passport, you know, things of that nature. But if we can put 50 people on one plane and have some of the people my mom went to, she's on here. Some of the people came out of LA. We had 2 different states meeting together, and we went to Paris, Dubai, and Amsterdam. 3 separate hotels, 3 separate countries. We had about 5 tours. At the end, we had to rent another bus to get all the luggage back.
Nice.
That's how much luggage people had from shopping. So those things happen, but we still had to order the bus to get the people and the luggage back to the airport. You know, so you got to be just open-minded because things that's beyond our control can happen. But as long as we can manage it and we can, you know, get through it and everybody keeps a cool head, we can get through any and everything because there's going to be something that happens. But you got to come when you're traveling with, and it's 100 of us. We started with 157. It's 100 of us still going. So with 100 different personalities, 100 different backgrounds, 100 different, you know, cultures, not 100 different cultures, you know, with cultures with 100 different women, you know, there's bound to be something. But guess what? When we go to Hawaii, when we leave, we want to have them think of us as a great group, a group that can be respected, you know, because word gets around. When we do these contracts, they'll check. They ask me, where else have you had a contract? Because they don't let everyone have contracts. Where else have you been? So they can call them and find out how your group behaved. So they'll know what they're up against when you come to their property. People may not tell you that if you've been on trips with other people before, but they definitely check and find out what type of group you are. They check you out on the internet to make sure you're a professional group. So we're going to work out whatever happens, and we're going to pray and go there together as friends. And when we come back, we're going to come back as family. Okay.
Amen.
Amen.
How's the weather? What's the weather
The
there?
weather is beautiful. It's about 80 to, well, it's about 75 to 80. We were there at Christmas time in the winter here, and it was still 80 degrees every day. So it's going to, I went in May before, and it was like 90 something degrees. So it's going to be between 85 and 95.
Mm-hmm.
But you just go walk across the street to the beach.
Yay.
Yeah. And next question. I do want to introduce you all to Miss Altavis. Can you hear me, Miss Altavis? Patrick? Well, she's on here. Every trip that I host, there's always a person that signs up that knows nobody. And Miss Altavis is on here and she knows nobody. She signed up for the trip She don't know nothing about any of us. She found us on Facebook. The last person that signed up for a trip that I hosted was Lachelle. Me and her have become best friends.
Yes.
She travels with me on every trip that I go on. She just went with me to Hawaii. So just imagine 100 women, someone you're going to meet that's going to really become your sister, your best friend, your traveling partner. So come with an open mind. Someone may not look like you. Someone may not talk like you. Someone may not be as educated as you, but they can offer you something valuable that maybe you need in your life, and you can offer them something. So that's what women retreats are all about: learning, sharing, communicating, and meeting someone that can change your life. And if you have an open mind, that person is going to be here. Out of all these people, that person is definitely going to be here. I met Deborah. Say hey, Deborah.
Hey.
I met Deborah on the internet. No one would ever think that I could meet a vanilla sister and she become one of my best friends. And we've been traveling together. We have worked together on projects. She's coming, to help me with you all. I've met Betty on the internet. It don't matter if you're Black, you white, you're Hispanic, you're Indian, you're Chinese. You have a place here at Majestic Millionaires. And I wanted to tell you guys that don't know us, Majestic Millionaires is not a status. It is a mindset. The mindset of you can be a millionaire, and if you're not, you can travel like one and still be able to afford it. That is what the company is all about. Okay, so it's about sisterhood and friendship as well. Any other questions?
So June the 1st, we should leave early in the morning.
That's what I was going to ask about the flight.
It depends on what time your flight's leaving, mommy.
Okay.
If your flight leaving, you'll be flying all over the place, Mom.
Right,
Yeah, my
so
mother's a world traveler.
I was going to ask about that because we start June 1st and we want to be there by 3. So I was thinking that we needed to make arrangements to be leaving on May 31st, which is a holiday.
If you leave on May the 31st, some of the flights are cheaper. However, if you know anything about flights on the 31st, because it is a holiday, they're not flying airplanes after 8 and 9 o'clock. So you can't get there the next morning. You're going to get there. They're going to leave earlier and you're going to get there on the 31st. But on the 1st, they have that where you can go the next day, but you need to be there on the 1st. So out of Dulles, the flights are leaving in the morning. You get there at 2 o'clock. Out of Columbus, Ohio, most of the flights are leaving in the morning. They're getting there at 1:50 or 2 o'clock. Out of New York, they're getting there at 11 or 12 o'clock. All of the flights that are leaving on the 1st, that have those 1-hour layovers, are getting to Hawaii at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
But we're not going to do anything until the last person comes in, even if they come in at 7 or 8 o'clock. If we have to have the prayer at 10 o'clock at night, we'll have the prayer at 10 o'clock at night, because we want everyone to be a part of that opening.
Okay.
To start the trip off right.
Cool. Okay. So if I leave on the 31st, I'm going to get there a day early.
Yeah, you would depends on what the flight looks like. I've already looked at all the flights. For the 31st, because it's a holiday, those flights is leaving in the morning or is coming in the morning. They don't have any that I've seen that leave like at 8 o'clock at night that would get you there on the 1st.
Okay.
But if you left on the 1st, they have some flights that get you there on the 2nd, because it's not a holiday. And on a holiday, they have different flight zones.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I've already been looking for you, so I know what your situation is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Question to Wanda.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so flying so far, we're going to be flying from Ohio 5 hours to LA and then another 5 hours. Do you have any suggestions on long flights as far as comfortability?
Yes.
So, like some things you can tell us we can do, because we're going to be flying all day, basically.
Okay. I went to Hong Kong and it was 23 hours straight. And I'm not going to say everyone should do this. Some people drink, some people don't. If you drink, you're going to have a couple of drinks to relax. I mean, it is what it is. If you do not drink, you're going to have to stay up the whole night before so you can be tired, so you can go to sleep. Or you're going to have to get some movies, put them on your phone or on your iPad or on your computer and watch movies. Another thing, if you are scared to fly, there's something called Tylenol PM. Tylenol PM, take one and you will be able to go to sleep. Don't take two because you're going to be too tired to get on the next flight because you got to wake up. Anybody else have any?
May I make a suggestion too with that? So I know from previously flying international wise, when you're on a plane that long, if you're the type of person whose ankles and feet and things like that swell, it might be best that you wear some compression socks or something. I usually wear tights to keep my legs and ankle from swelling because you're on the flight for a long period of time. So if you swell and you know you swell, just so you be comfortable getting off, when you get off the plane, you might want to do some compression socks or some tights.
Thank you, Dana. That's really a good suggestion. Anybody else have any suggestions? I also take my shoes off, and that does make my feet swell a little bit more though, but it's better for me. I get more relaxed and more comfortable when I take my shoes off. And wear some, if you don't have compression socks, wear some good socks to keep your feet warm. Because if your feet are warm, that helps you sleep better. And you can get up on planes now. You can go walking up and down. You can go in the back and speak to the stewardess. You can move seats. Most of these flights won't be full unless in June everything turns around 100%. When me and Shelly were on the flight, we can go anywhere on the flight we wanted to. Half the flight was empty.
52, 53.
We had our own row. We just laid out, you know. Let's talk about sanitizing your area on the plane. Make sure you carry some wipes. They're going to give you one, but carry some wipes in a little Ziploc bag so you can wipe the arms on the seat, especially the ones that, you know, you're worried or skeptical. If they're cleaning the planes, wipe the headrest, wipe the tray, wipe the seat you're going to sit in. And then when you go to the bathroom, wipe the door handle. When you get in the hotel, wipe the telephone down, wipe the doorknobs down, wipe the remote control down. Things that you don't think people will be thinking about to wipe down when they're cleaning, you know. Any other questions? No more questions?
Was Doris on when you said she's a troubleshooter?
She if she wasn't, she already know that. She always that on every trip. Her job getting easier and easier anyway.
I'm here.
She's on here. And you guys will get to know my Aunt Doris. Like I said, she'll get to know you guys. She's real laid back. But she is an outstanding problem solver, conflict resolution individual. Anybody is having any conflicts anywhere, she will be able to manage it and take care of it. Both sides will come out happy.
All right.
But we ain't claiming that. We ain't claiming none of that. Because we all spent money. We all want a vacation. We all need a vacation. We all want to get up out of here.
I sure do. And I've been on many of the trips and everything, and I really haven't had to
56, 57.
Say it again.
Go ahead, Doris.
Yeah. I said I've been on many of the trips for the people who maybe first timers, and as the troubleshooter person, I really haven't had very many things go on. Most people, if they have something, they come to me and we kind of talk it out, see what's going on, and then it goes from there. but everything has been peaceful on all the trips that I've been on. But if you have an issue, just let me know.
And we've had some situations where someone was scared to talk to their roommate and they're having an issue, and then they went through the whole trip like that and then come back and be like, well, this was happening in the room. I didn't like this or like that, because they didn't want to upset that person. But you got to remember, it's your trip also. And if you're having a conflict, even if it's something small that's going to make you upset, let's talk about it so we can resolve it, so you can have a great vacation. You know, because everyone.
You too. Have a good one.
Anybody
Okay, I'm
else?
signing off too.
Okay. Anybody else?
Good night.
Good night, Ma. Tell Daddy I said hey.
I will. He just came in. How do I just push it? Yeah, leave. There it is. Leave.
Her mom is sweet.
All right. Anybody else? So I guess we'll have 3 videos, and when I upload them tomorrow, the next day, we'll have 3 different videos. But this was a good Zoom. I hope I answered questions. You guys really helped me out answer some questions. Thank you, ladies, who showed me how to use the mute. Somebody, even if you have any more questions, just email us. Let us know. I think this is going to be I know it's going to be a phenomenal vacation. We have had some new issues in the background, but it has helped us grow. It has helped us put some processes in place. But I'm still happy. I'm 100% geared up and ready to fight and go to this trip. And I'm ready to just, make sure everybody have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Tawanda.
you.
Hiya, Alice.
Bye.
Philadelphia in the house.
Sandra,
I'm good.
through the chat. Okay,
I
thank
said,
you. You answered all my-
I said, let me say hi to you and Latif.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, you guys, they're out of Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's my aunt. My aunt.
Yeah, her mom and I went to school together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot of connections after this. Y'all gonna have a lot of new friends.
Yeah. We can't wait.
Look forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah, can't wait.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank you, Tawanda. You are, I'm meeting you, not face to face, but in a sense face to face now. You got it all together, and I thank you so much.
No
Yes.
problem.
What a blessing. Thank you.
You're welcome. See y'all
All right.
in Hawaii.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, have a good one, okay? Take care.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye,
ladies.
everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Wanda.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Oh. Yeah. Wait a minute.